Good morning, YouTube. Today's Bible verse comes from 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 16. Live as free men, but do not use your freedom as a cover-up for evil. Live as servants of God. That is today's Bible verse. Live as free men, but do not use your freedom as a cover-up for evil. Live as servants of God. Okay, so the title of this portion of the chapter is called Living Godly Lives in a Pagan Society. Living godly lives in a pagan society. Okay, so let's get into this. All right. Live as free men. Live as free men. Okay. But do not use your freedom as a cover up for evil. Isn't it, you know, don't you get a certain feeling, a certain good feeling whenever somebody says, well, you're free to go do this, you're free to go do that, or I would imagine if somebody's been confined for a long period of time, when they're finally free, you get a feeling of, okay, what am I gonna go do now? It's exciting, it's exhilarating, it's an exhilarating feeling to be free. But what this verse is saying is that we are free because we are saved. We are saved people. And by being saved, it comes with a responsibility. Now, what do you mean by it comes with the responsibility? Being saved comes with the responsibility because you have to use discretion in everything that you do. You have to be discreet with everything that you do. What does discreet mean? Apart or detached from others, separate but distinct. Apart or detached from others, separate, distinct. So some other words for discreet are detached, different. Different. You have to be different from everybody else. Why? That's not a bad thing. In 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17, the Bible says, come out from amongst them and be ye separate, saith the Lord. Come out from amongst them and be ye separate, saith the Lord. So once you're saved, now you have this responsibility. Now you have to be separate from the rest of society. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have fun. Let's finish reading this Bible verse. And do not use your freedom as a cover up for evil. Okay, in the Bible, John chapter 10, verse 10, it says, I come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. I come that you might have life and you might have it more abundantly. Okay? So, as Christians, it's okay to have fun. You can have fun. You can have fun. Go out, live your best life, turn up, do all that stuff, but it has to be in a godly fashion. Now, how do we do that? The last part of this verse says, live as free man, but do not use your freedom as a cover for evil. Live as servants of God. Live as servants of God. So, how do we live as servants of God? How do we turn up, live our best lives, kick it, have a great time, but live as servants of God? The only example that I can give you, the best example that I can give you, is to live Christ-like, live like Jesus, live like Jesus did. And that's you can still have fun and be humble and go out and have a good time, but you have to be discreet in the things that you do. What I mean by discreet: be apart, be detached from others, separate but distinct. You can go out, but you might not be able to do what everybody else is doing, because the title of this chapter or this portion of the chapter is living godly lives in a pagan society. So you can go out, have a good time. Live your best life. Like we said in John 10:10, I come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. Live, enjoy. That's what we are put here for. We are put here to enjoy. We are put here to enjoy this life and to stay on the path that God has put us on, so that whatever his design for our life or whatever his purpose for our life will come to pass, and he will receive the glory. That is today's Bible verse, to put today's Bible verse into action. It's Saturday. It's nice outside. Live. Have a good time on today. Have a good time on today, but do it with discretion. Do it discreetly. And remember, you have the power to make it a great day.